This week on Rod Chronicles, we are heading down to southern West Virginia to take part of the GameChanger event. The GameChanger event helps raise awareness to keep opioids out of our schools, and I am in charge of the fishing venue. Our good friends from Georgia are flying up to sponsor the event. So this year, we are doing a float trip down the New River. Stick around, this is going to be a fun show. Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man, and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles. So we hop in the FRC Team Toothman truck and we head to the airport to pick up our good friends from Georgia. You know, the fly fishing community is small. I meet Dry Fly John in an Alaskan lodge, and he introduces me to Chad. And Chad, his wife Haley, and his good friend Tyler and Leslie, we all end up in a Bahamas location chasing bonefish. I tell them about GameChanger, and they said, we're in. Not only are they in, they fly up and they sponsor the fly fishing event for GameChanger.
How we doing, man? How we doing? Hey. Dry Fly John. How we doing? Let me get. Where do you want to pull this thing?
How are you?
I'm right. Curtis, fine.
I'll run into the wing.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Curtis.
Hi, Curtis.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you guys.
Hi. Look at this.
All right, you want to pull up there?
You know, when the board came to me from GameChanger and said, Curtis, we want you to bring something to GameChanger that they don't have, and that's fishing. I'm like, I'm in. So it was like, how do we do something different? The year before, we went over to Second Creek. I collaborated with our guy, Charlie, who guides on the New River. He said, let's do a float trip. And when I got a hold of Chad and said, hey, you want to float the second oldest river in the world? He's like, where do we have to go? We got to go to Africa? Where are we going? I said, no, right here in my home state of West Virginia. We're floating the New River. He's like, sign me up, I'm in.
What's that? Nice. Hey.
I'll let you take a picture.
All right. So good. Yay! Yay.
Nice.
We gotta name them. Okay. Start with an A. We'll just go with A. Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles.
Nice, lady.
It's a brand new day. Hey. Wake up every morning and say, it's a brand new day. Hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay? Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade. Yeah, chase those clouds away. It's a brand new day. Hey. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. Okay, okay. My whole life got them hand-me-downs, but what that meant was I had my family round. And sometimes I can't help but frown. Then I remember what I meant for. It's so simple, I just say, gotta just celebrate. It's gonna be A-okay. Life's too short to waste away. One step at a time's all it takes, okay. It's a brand new day. Hey. Wake up every morning and say, it's a brand new day. Hey. Take a good day, make it great, okay? 'Cause if you got some lemons, make some lemonade.
So hey, you guys got a little taste of West Virginia. How cool was the float today?
It was wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. And I got a feeling you're gonna come back.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And tonight we get to go to the banquet, and you get to learn a little bit about GameChanger. I mean, you were in when I mentioned it down at the Duke game, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yeah, I was very interested. I think it's a great program, and I think it's needed, and it's going to benefit so many children.
Do you get the almost heaven thing?
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys got to clean up your act, because if this is almost heaven, I mean, right? It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Curtis.
Thank you for hanging out. And I think your son is here now.
Yeah, my son came in for the event tonight.
So we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go see Will, and let's keep this party going.
Tune in and break away. Forget our fear of what comes after.
I have found West Virginia people to be resilient, to stand up and go face to face with adversity, which is exactly what so many people are doing by supporting GameChanger. Tonight, you will hear from people directly involved with GameChanger and who I have had the privilege to have been asked to work with daily. Despite any differences, you will find that all of our speakers this evening have one thing in common: their love of West Virginia and its people.
As we move closer to times like these, they come and go, so let this feeling grow. Finally see what we've always known.
Rome wasn't built in a day. We all heard that in elementary school. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I added some to it. I said, but it was worked on every day. And if you let down on this fight against opioid abuse and drug abuse, drug misuse, you're not going to be as good as you are, so you can't let up on it. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was worked on every day. Everyone in here has young people that you care about, that you want to make sure you take care of them. Your team, regardless of how big or small you think your job is, do it to the best of your ability.
Another great event. This is the third event that you've had down here, right?
Absolutely.
Are you feeling the energy? Did you feel the energy in here tonight?
I felt the energy every year, but this year I felt like the fact that we were able to show what we did after we talked about what we were going to do in years 1 and years 2, and in year 3 we came up and said we talked, and we did. And I think, again, we had a record crowd, more than the first year, more than the second year, and now this year. I think gratifying. West Virginians showed up. I think people finally are getting it. This is a serious problem caused by an enemy that is bent on destroying our state and our kids and our youth and the whole the communities, and they're patient and we're not.
I mean, and in this room earlier, you had congressmen, you had senators, you had people from Washington, D.C. I mean, the energy Congratulations.
Well, thank you though, because you are another part by bringing the fishing show, by bringing all your people, by going out on the river, by adding another dimension to this 2-day deal that we do every year. We can't thank you enough.
Well, the folks that came from Georgia, they appreciate you, and they had an incredible time. Thank you for what you did. Appreciate you, Jeff. Welcome back to Fly Rod Chronicles. Man, what an awesome event. You know, the golfing was unbelievable. Everyone showed up. The fishing was unbelievable. The event was unbelievable. And they raised more money than they did last year and the year before. So this was a grand slam. We're going to meet up with Meg Bulger. You know, Meg was an NCAA All-American basketball player. Her enthusiasm is unbelievable. She's a motivational speaker, and she was the MC of this event. So we're going to take her fishing because she didn't get to fish on the float trip. So we take her out, and she's never fly fished before. It's something she's always wanted to do. So I give her a couple lessons, a couple tips. The rest is up to her.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so Meg, you're a wannabe fly fisher woman, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, it's
And
my dream.
yeah, there you go. And you know, you came down to GameChanger with a different agenda. You didn't get to fly fish.
No, and trust me, that will be on the agenda next time
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm going to be teaching the class next time.
There you go. That's right. I like the attitude. You got that. You got that D1 athletic.
Yeah.
I'm going to take over. I'm going to take over the show,
Yeah,
Curtis.
just fake it until you make it.
There you go. There you go. So now we're going to sneak out here on the pond and just give you a little lesson, and then you're going to take over the show. That's it.
I'll
That's
give
it.
you my keys. And
There
I can
you,
take your
yeah,
job.
absolutely. There you go. There you go. It can be as simple as, you know, our purpose is, you know, if we want to get our fly and, you know, out in that area, it can look as ugly as this. And it,
You're just trying to get it where you want it.
that's it. And you know, this is what we call a roll cast, and you're just rolling it. Where if we do the single haul, and if you come on my left side here, we bring the line behind us, and that's the single haul. Where do you see Meg Bulger? Where do you see yourself being competitive with it? Or, you know, we talked about fly fishing can be your Prozac, can be. Where do you see this?
Coming into today, I wanted it to be like, man, I love being outdoors. This is so beautiful. You're out in the sun, you look around, it's great. Oh, it's fun. No, the minute that you started teaching me, I'm like, that was horrible. Do it again. How can I do this? Then I can't spot a fish. Then I'm mad at my eyesight. So yeah, it's gonna be competitive. I'm gonna wanna enjoy it, but I'm gonna want to also get to a point where I've reached my ceiling and my peak. This is how good I'm gonna get. Just now enjoy it. Don't make everything not enjoyable because you're too competitive about it. But I can see how you fall in love with it so easily, and just being outside, and you know, there's still a competitiveness to it, but there's a beauty in it too that's just been so much fun. I really enjoy it.
Oh my goodness! Holy Toledo! You know what you just did? You know what you just did? Holy!
You got to be a leader on the basketball court, in your classroom, and here you are now with GameChanger. You got to be a motivational speaker. I mean, you get to do some really, really cool things. With GameChanger, if you got to define like your perfect job, and I mean, and gosh, we get to motivate kids, and we get to hang with some of the coolest people, you know, governors, senators, Larry, Joe, and if you got to define your perfect job, what would it be?
I mean, it seems a little easy, and it seems like it's slowly happening right now. I mean, I'm sitting here in West Virginia in this beautiful scenery, learning to fly fish with Curtis Fleming. That's, I mean, where in my life am I able to do that? But to be able to be down here more and visit schools, not just through the basketball aspect of it, because, you know, kids aren't always going to flock to sports, but just to be able to be around children, to have just a place for them to come and talk to be around these kids, and to be hands-on every single day with them, and not just, hey, look forward, in 6 months we're going to have something for you, you know. And I think that's the route GameChanger's taking right now, is that we want to get in schools every single day. We don't want them to go home and forget about it until the next 6 months. And
right.
To be able to just be that shoulder for people, or to bounce things off of, but know that West Virginia, we're not leaving you alone. I'm not going home for 6 months and coming back the next 6. Like, I want to be here and be a part of it every single day, and really make this state as great as it already is, but a little bit better.
You got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. Okay, now stop, stop. Keep it. You did it.
Jack.
Perfect. You did it, you did it. Real faster, 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 faster. Okay, stop. That's it, perfect. You got tension on it?
Yeah.
We're under control. Real, keep the tension on it, keep the tension on it.
Okay, tension.
You got it. So this is just a tension game. When it comes to you, when it runs, let it run. This is freaking awesome. This is so awesome, Meg. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the rod tip, you keep it high. Now when it takes off, keep your hand off that reel. When it got slack, just start reeling. Oh, it's a tank. Oh, it's a tank. Okay, reel up high. Okay. Oh my goodness! Holy Toledo! You know what you just did? You know what you just did? Holy!
I don't.
Oh my goodness! Look at this thing! Oh my goodness! That might be the biggest largemouth bass ever caught on Rod Chronicles. West Virginia's got fish like that. I mean, that's amazing. That
was incredible.
And we did it on GameChanger. How freaking cool was that?
That was awesome. The training all day just paid off. I didn't know. I was ready to just say, someone help me, I'm diving in with it. But
yeah,
that was so cool. Never done anything like that, obviously. That was so cool. Just even seeing the fight and then having to still work for it and then fighting back and getting it back was the coolest thing.
Now you're spoiled.
And then you get it. I know.
I know.
I'm not catching anything but that now.
It's like Rod Chronicles with the Bulger girl now, right? Huh? I mean, not Curtis Fleming. You go take over the show, man.
That was nuts.
That was awesome.
That was absolutely incredible. Wow. It was well worth it. Well worth it. Thank you.
Sweet.
My goodness.
Well, whew. I guess we say come back next week for more Rod Chronicles. I don't know how we're going to outdo that fish, but
I'll be back next week for more Rod Chronicles.
There you go. Good job. That was awesome.